Bro, you sound like a freaking monkey.
That's what I was going for.
Oh, okay. Okay.
That's what we'll say.
I still feel like I'm still louder than you, though. Again. I thought I fixed it, bro. I don't know.
All right. Shout out to the coffee first, though.
Yeah. Jessica, thanks for this. It's like a
spice.
It's like a homemade pumpkin spice, right?
Yep. With cinnamon.
I think that's what makes it a pumpkin spice is once you put the cinnamon in it.
It's not the pumpkin.
A pumpkin's not a spice.
That was a weird sound that just came out of my mouth.
Okay.
I don't know. Why are our legs so close together this time?
Bro, listen. The more we do this podcast, the closer I feel like we are.
Oh.
So I feel like physically, emotionally, spiritually. Yeah. So the first thing, order of business. This is week 25. So what's the joke you're gonna say? Because I feel like you were gonna forget.
I forgot about it.
Okay.
Wait, when she said 25, I probably would have thought of it. All right. What's better than 24?
I knew that's what this joke was gonna be. What?
25.
Okay. Wait, you should have used this.
25.
25. Yeah.
It's the obvious joke, but it was worth the wait for sure.
Yeah. Oh crap.
I got something funnier than 24.
That sounds more like it, I feel like. So yeah, week 25. This is
like
Octubre.
That's like half of a half.
Huh?
25%. It's like half of a half. A quarter.
It's
Some
a quarter.
say.
Yeah. It's half of a. It is a half of a half
That's what I said.
of a full.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a quarter.
Yep.
And when we're 25, we'll be halfway to 50.
So we're a quarter of a way done with this podcast.
What?
I don't know.
You want to finish on episode 100?
We're done. After 100, we're done.
I mean, I don't know what the future holds. I don't know what's going to happen in week 100. But
It'll be something wild.
we have discussed. I don't know if we discussed it on the podcast, but we have discussed
so.
an ending to the show's first season,
Sad time.
which is coming up very soon, right?
Soon.
I
Very
believe
soon.
it's like
next month sometime.
Yeah, November, right before Thanksgiving, I believe. I think it's the Monday before Thanksgiving. We'll be cutting the show until the end of the year, until the beginning of the year, I guess, of the new year. But we will try to have a special Christmas episode.
Dun dun dun.
Yeah, hopefully with mucho gastos.
Mucho gastos.
Mucho gusto. Mucho gasto.
Yeah.
So it should be fun. It should be an interesting episode. We have it all lined out, everything planned, obviously.
Obviously.
Because we're always planned, always ready. We do have a Halloween episode should be coming out. We haven't recorded or nothing, but
Yeah, it'll be not. We'll probably be next week's.
I
right?
guess it would be recording it next week, most likely.
Ooh.
Right? Because Halloween's on a Monday, isn't it?
Yeah. Monday's yeah, I think it is.
Holy crap, it is. No, we wouldn't record it next week. We'd record it the week after, the 24th. Is when we would record it and post it that day.
That day.
So
we'll be doing Dracula accents the whole podcast.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be stellar.
Going to be a podcast to tune into.
Yes. I have no good accent, so
Just like Adam Sandler Dracula, which is just annoying.
It's pretty bad.
Blah, blah, da. What is it he says? I do not say
blah 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 blah.
blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
Yep. So there's our announcements, I guess.
Yeah, man. And we only took
ready.
up 2 minutes to do that.
Get ready to be sad. That's all we have to say.
Oh, because
For when there's no podcast.
for the season. Okay, that's true.
But also, it'll be in the Christmas season when you're probably most busy and might not have time.
Yeah, and that's the number one reason why we're not doing it, because Thanksgiving time, you never know, you're gonna be busy. And then literally December is one of the most busiest times for me. Just so many Christmas things. My birthday's in December, which kind of sucks because we had a special podcast for your birthday where we said happy birthday, and we're not gonna be able to do that for a while ever.
We can do it on the Christmas episode. Because if it comes out on the week of Christmas, we'll have to record it at least a week before.
At least we're probably
So
gonna
it'll be
record
around
it.
your birthday.
We're gonna record it in December. That's the thing. if we get guests on it, we're gonna have to see what day they can do it and make sure they don't cancel on us. And then
It's that time.
could happen. And
Definitely
then
can
we
happen.
will record it prior in advance. Hopefully, it'll be a long episode, nice and long and juicy, and we can post it for Christmas. What?
I was gonna say that's what she said, but I decided not to.
All right, man. We taking that out of the podcast right now. You didn't hear that, kids.
No, kids don't listen to this.
So
I don't think. So. I don't know.
we need to get. We're kind of discussing. This is the first time I look at the camera in 5 minutes. Almost 6. A new guest.
Mm-hmm.
We really need a new guest. We almost kind of halfway had one tonight. Most likely this person I don't think wants to necessarily be on the show. Not out of hatred or anything, just wants to check out the equipment, which is cool. It'd be cool to have him on.
It'd be a very fun show and tell.
Mhm,
Look at all this
mhm.
equipment.
Yeah, like he could probably like explain it a lot more into depth than I could, and probably make me learn something new about it that we probably need to know.
I'll turn it off.
Oh my gosh, silence your cell phones during the pod.
My bad.
And I was we could have Aletti on it at some point since she's down. She just got
that's
here like the
fun.
other
That's
day.
True.
So that'd be cool. That'd be cool. But yeah, we definitely need some guests on this show.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Mm-hmm,
It's been a while.
Mm-hmm.
Was Kevin the last one?
Yeah, and that was
a
August
while.
sometime, I think.
Mm-hmm.
That was a while back.
Yep.
A wall. So yeah, that's the basic announcements. Normally we've been getting better where we just kind of talk all the way into our topics, but let's just go in and get into our topics, and we'll just end the show at 10 minutes.
Okay.
No,
All right.
Yeah. So your shirt, man, 456. That's Squid Games, I'm guessing.
It is.
I haven't seen the show. I think I
know, we
discussed that
talked
last
about it
week.
the other-
Huh?
Yeah, no, we talked about that actually not that long ago.
What does 456 mean?
It's the number of the main dude. They're all numbered.
Yeah.
'Cause there's like thousands of people that
Mm-hmm.
might only be 1,000. that
Well,
sign up
I'm
for
gonna
it.
say there's at least 456 people.
I think it goes up to 1,000. There might be like 999
Mm.
people.
Does he die? Does he win and get the money,
That's spoiler territory.
or does he like sacrifice himself so like somebody else lives?
These are
Not
all
even for the
good
money,
questions.
just to.
These are all good questions. I'm just gonna pretend like I was in the show and I'm not allowed to spoil it because I don't want to say it. You should watch it.
I'm not gonna watch it.
Why?
It's not even in English, is it?
You can watch it in English. I did.
Thought
You can,
people like.
dub it. Yeah, I mean the mouths don't match, but
Nah.
it's better than reading the subtitles all the time.
Just tell me.
Bro,
I
come
don't
on.
care. I'm not gonna watch it.
Yeah, he
I'm not-
wins.
I'm not, okay, good. Was he the older guy?
He's the main guy. He's kind of oldish, probably 50s, 60s maybe. He was just casted in something else.
Why does he win? I mean, like, what was the point of him going in there? I know, like, to get money, right?
Yes.
For
Okay, it
what was his cause?
His was he was a gambler and he lost all his money for because he's divorced, like child services. Is that what it's called? What is it? Child support.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he was about to lose his daughter, and they were also moving. I think
Mm-hmm.
him and his wife's new husband. I think were about to move off, so he had to prove that he could, be there and support his daughter. So he got the calling to come to it, and he does.
So he said, to prove I can support you, I'm going to risk my life to almost die, and my chances of dying are extremely high.
You don't know what you're signing up for.
But then, he's not supporting her, because, if you die, how are you going to support someone if you're dead?
They don't know what they're signing up for, though. It's
Oh,
just
it's
I think
just a
they
game
just-
show. They don't
they
realize
just-
they're going to die?
yeah, I think it's just they just advertise it as games, I believe.
That's messed up.
Yeah, because there's the first game they do is the red light, green light, and when someone steps, the guns come out and shoot him, and they're all like, "Whoa!"
Did
It's
they
like
move?
it's like a big reveal. Yeah, he moves. When they stop,
Did he not get shot for that?
Hmm?
Did he not get shot for moving after that?
Oh well, most people. Yeah, everyone starts freaking out, and then they all start running, and then everyone gets shot. So everyone that just it eliminates half the people right there in the first one because they all freak out.
That's smart. I'd probably run, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was intense. Yeah, I don't remember the final game is the Squid Game. That's what it's called, is the Squid Game. It has You know, there's like the there's like the triangle, the circle, and the square. I can't remember the rules, but they're like, it's almost like a baseball diamond. There's like a square,
Uh-huh.
but it makes a squid. However they do it. So I think the circle is probably the head. I don't remember how it is, but there's some weird. It's a weird game. Like, it's not an American game. Kids in America don't play it. They might now, you know.
Oh yeah, most definitely. That's the thing is like kids, like those games that are on that show were like kids games, right? Like red light, green light, and it's all games that we grew up playing. But I feel like the next generation didn't, and so it skipped a generation. Now because of this show, there are more kids playing these games again. Probably not that many. They only played it for like a week, but you know the way it is now, world or whatever. Kids are not. They're just playing games on their phone, computer. They ain't outside enjoying life. But honestly, like the way how hot it is in Texas, like the older I get, I'm like, man, I don't want to be outside. I work outside, but like if I'm at home, I don't want to be outside because it's too hot in the summer. But as a kid, I guess it was that hot, but I didn't care, man. I was just
I know
living
it's
life,
so much different.
splish and splash.
Yeah, I guess that's when we're still young. That's the thing about being younger. I guess is your body can just take it.
I guess so. It's pretty cool. Now, man, we were jumping on the trampoline last night. That would kill me.
Yeah, I was just thinking we should like talk about some of the old stuff that we used to do, like outside, like playing with your cars out front of your house.
Dude, that was time for me in my life. We just bought Hot Wheels, man, and we messed those things up. We just had a lot of dirt.
The wheels wouldn't move.
Yeah,
because of all the dirt.
Yeah, it was only if like you pushed it in there. Normally you just glided over, but we made trails all up in that front yard. We even made tunnels. It was super cool. And then one time we went to the Hartpolds, my cousins, and they also did the same thing. And they had this really cool tunnel, so we brought our cars over there and we played cars.
Yeah, cars is fun.
Cars was fun.
Cars is fun. Absolutely.
And you know, I'm not gonna lie, I played cars for a very long time, almost to the 6th grade, I think. I think I was playing, and I was like, I think I'm too old for this, but I really enjoy it. But people are just gonna get made fun of if I keep on playing this, so I stopped, which it was one of the worst decisions of my life. I wish I was still playing cars to this day. It was just, what's wrong with imagination, man? I ain't a kid.
I'll admit, the thing was when I first moved out, because I had that big tub of cars from like the movie Cars.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure like when before I put them up, I was like, I just like got them out and was like just moving them around. I'm just like, man, how many hours have I spent with these things? It wasn't a long time, maybe like 5-10 minutes.
Yeah.
No, I didn't like play a game with them. Or anything. I was just like,
lightning, watch out!
Look at the plane.
Time to go.
Yeah.
Cha-chigga. Oh man, it was a great time.
Cars are fun.
Which, like, yeah, it's probably good I stopped playing. But like at the same time, that's why I feel like so many people are not as creative. Is because, in a way, they stopped doing the things they did as a kid, which made them creative and stuff. There's pros and cons to it, but like creativity, I know I've lost so much. We're just watching videos, old videos that we made, not really necessarily Snap videos that we used to on YouTube, but they were just older videos, just us doing whatever, and then some that were like skits and stuff. But I could tell the creativity that we had was so much. It was great, and you know if we
it had so much potential.
Yeah. If we started that up again and started doing videos, I feel like the first 2 to 3 would not be. I feel like they'd be better, but worse. Like they'd be better as far as videography goes, as far as the writing goes. Yeah. Like it'd be more mature, but it wouldn't be as creatively funny, I guess. The things that we do would not be as thought out because we don't know it. But I think by like video 3 to 4, our creativity juices or whatever would start to come back, and that way we'd get better at it.
Probably so.
So
in the video we were just watching, we were talking about, well, all 4 of us were in it, but a lot of the jokes were like centered around us. I thought you had to know us to get them.
It made a lot of sense. Just like the music, the oil
the
story.
joke about my oil was like, only if you know me in my life is that funny. Really.
One that I thought was creative was like, you walked in to get the paper towel for the oil, and I was like, dude, he already spilled something already? And you're like, stop, you turn around and you get the whole roll or whatever.
Yeah, and you can hear like the thing fall down on the ground, like the roll. I think the roll was on. which is also another joke because Nate used to spill things all the time. That was just another like inside joke. That boy
All
used
the
to
freaking time.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It was a time to be alive, man.
It really was.
And then, like, you showed me that camping video. That was a fun camping trip.
Yep.
I enjoyed that. One of my most enjoyable times of my life is when I was 17. For me,
Yeah.
one, it was probably the best shape of my life. I was just skinny and I don't know. Always rocking the dad hats, and I was always with the bros and having a good time. And I was not dating Jesse.
Not dating Jesse?
Or
Why'd you say
dating
twice?
not dating Jesse.
Oh, okay.
Well, I wasn't allowed to date, but like,
Oh, yeah.
we were pretty much dating. We just didn't go out on dates.
Yeah.
Even though we like almost did. Like we'd meet at like Taco Bell or Walmart sometimes. And I swear my dad knew every time. We meet up at Walmart, we talking, maybe kissing, I don't know,
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Kiss
No,
and tell over here.
right. And then I get a text from my dad every time, and it's so weird. He's like, "Hey, what are you doing?" Or, "Hey, are you supposed to be home, or you having fun?" I don't know, something super weird and suspicious. And I was like, looking around, like, "Where are you?" And then one time, I'm pretty positive we probably were kissing, and all of a sudden, like, this buggy hits my car at the time.
Just take it easy.
I know, sorry.
It's the only one I've used today.
Yeah, for real. And a buggy hit my car. I was like, "What the heck? Where did that come from?" And it looked like it rolled. And then, like, we start talking or whatever after, and then, boom, another buggy hits me. I'm like, well, it's a coincidence in this. I'm like, if, like, someone's telling me to stop smooching or whatever, like, you're going to mess with my car throwing a buggy at me.
Yeah.
Like, just knocking the window, that's going to scare me more than a buggy will. Knocking the window, and my dad's like, "Hey,"
Yeah. Hey.
Yeah. I was thinking about this last night because of what the pastor said to the youth, but I guess I'll share the story. My dad's never going to hear this anyway, so be all right. But when
Follows the pod on Instagram.
Ah, snap. It's all right. I don't really care. He's heard the story.
Okay.
So, me and Jesse, when we got back together, and I think we're already engaged at this point because I got together and got engaged in like a month.
Mm-hmm.
And what's it called? I lived at the camper that we ended up living in when we first got married, out on my land. And when we hung out at that point, we didn't hang out at the camper because, we ain't married. Try to stay good.
Ain't trying to put yourself in them situations.
For real, because that's a legit temptation, bro.
Yeah.
And so we'd hang out at my parents' house, right?
Uh-huh.
So we went to my parents' house, watched a movie, and my dad would get mad, even if Jesse was like leaning up on me. I'm like, dude, like, what are we gonna do? You're right there.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, so we're about to leave, and I don't know if she was turning the car or what. And he's like, and I was like, yeah, I already told him, like, yeah, I think we're gonna leave. I'm gonna take Jesse home, and then I'm gonna head home after that and go to sleep. It's okay. And then a little bit later, about to leave, he's like, all right, so you're gonna drop off Jesse, and then you're gonna go home, right? Yeah.
Yep.
That's what I said. Okay. And then he asked me again. I'm like, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. And then I was like, all right, whatever. I started driving. Literally dropped off Jesse first. Like I said.
Mm-hmm.
As I was heading to my camper, I get a text from my father. He said, "Remember, keep your testimony pure."
There we go. Amen.
I was like, bro.
Amen.
Which is good advice, but like, dude, he didn't trust me. It's all right. It's whatever. And when we good. Thankfully, I moved out of that camper.
Yeah.
So, but yeah.
Sucks to be Nick right now in that camper.
Yeah, man. Better keep your testimony pure, Nick. Hear that?
Over there. Anyways, other things that we used to do. I was talking about other things.
Yeah.
Trampoline, tons of trampoline stuff.
Oh yeah, man. We were talking about how we used to like plan a fight scene on the trampoline. We recorded it, and someone's like, I think Bro said last night. I told him, he's like, yeah, man, recorded on that old iPhone or old iPod something. I don't know what he said. I was like, no, 3DS, bro.
Yeah, for
Back
real.
in our days.
That and action figures. Just play some action figures.
Man, all the time, dude. That was really where my creativity came in. Well, so that.
That's your cool person music. When This is the noises you gotta make when you're
Yeah. Oh,
when your action figure superheroes are about to.
golly, what happened there? What did you say?
Get out of here.
Yeah, I would have. I had so many different random toys. So like it all like was this thing, and like I normally have like my main character that's me. At one point it's like this. It wasn't a GI Joe, but it was something interesting. Although I did have GI Joes and their arms fell apart, so I pretend they got blown up. But where my creativity really came into action was, man, public schoolers, you probably would never know what I mean. Maybe, but I really doubt it. But as a homeschooler, man, my mom should help us out, but she would. We had our schoolroom was above our garage, so she would help teach us, and then she'd go downstairs, cook whatever for lunch, or whatever she had to do, because most of it's curriculum we can do by ourselves.
Yeah.
Well, we had pencils, man, and she would give us like 4 pencils for the whole year or something, and a couple of erasers and scissors and a protractor.
Yep.
What it's called. So we had all these things, right? And man, you get bored,
Yeah.
and you don't want to do school.
Of course.
So man, I guess we called it Pencil World, and like my desk was my world, and or like I guess my world, and Emily had her desk, and it was her world. And every once in a while we have special episodes where my world goes to her world or
like
something.
crossovers,
Yeah,
okay.
like a crossover. We created the multiverse before
Oh,
before
nice.
Marvel even thought of it.
Oh, I doubt.
So my pencil, I don't even remember the names. So I was always a pencil dude for a really long time, and then I had so many erasers, and they were the cameramen at this point, right? And I put a thumbtack in the eraser because you can stick anything to an eraser, and they'd be like the cameraman, and that's the eraser. The thumbtack was like the camera. It's like this, on the shoulder, like recording all the time. Then I got to the point I was like, dude, I want to be the eraser instead. It's so much cooler because you could draw a face on it. So I get my pencil, got my eraser, draw a face, dude. I had a beard and everything. I looked cool. It was so cool, like going, fighting people. And then my protractor was like this flying saucer, kind of like in Star Wars, right? And it's like trying to kill people. And then Emily's protractor was coming from the other place and, like, and trying to fight and whatnot. It was so
Very
intense,
interesting.
man. And then, like, sometimes you get beat up so bad you fall off the desk. And people almost died.
Yeah.
But good thing I had some yarn attached to the eraser that, like, Spider-Man caught him. It was, man, my creativity. I'm missing the days now when I was in school. But no, for real, homeschool, man, that was a life.
Yeah, I agree.
You
Better.
did that?
Huh? No, I didn't do that. I didn't play in school, I don't think.
For real?
No, I drew.
Yeah, it makes sense. That's why we were two totally different people.
Yeah, when it comes to school, I didn't play around. I just,
Did my work.
I just walked right over to the answer book. That's me, bro.
I mean,
Mm-hmm.
my mom told me she only listened to, like, she's like, yeah, listen, I listen to your podcast. She just told me to listen to podcasts. Certain ones. I'm like, you don't even listen to mine. Oh, yeah, I listened to a couple. I'm like, you only listen to one with people on it. Alejandro and brother Kevin Wright.
Not
So,
even
yep.
Daniel Davis.
Mine, Daniel Davis.
Yeah.
So, but, where was I going with that? I was,
Something
I was
about
going to say that
answers.
so she probably won't hear this. But yeah, there's plenty of times I cheated. I was a pretty honest student. I really only cheated like my last year because I was taking geometry, I think. Is that like shapes and whatnot?
Yeah, maybe.
Like the
I don't know.
Pythagorean theorem and all that. A squared, B squared equals
Sounds
C
right.
squared. So that was really hard, but like we had videos for it. And then you can put in, she told us to put in the answer video to make sure you get your answer right. Well, the thing about it is the answer video, my mom would always be like, yeah, put the right answer. But she would know that if you just write down a couple numbers and boom, you put the answer under it. if you didn't show the work on how you did it, she would know you're lying.
Yeah.
So with these answer videos, it would tell you the answer, but it worked through the problem. Dude, I didn't care about work through the problem. It skipped all the way to the end. It showed the answer, but still showed the whole problem written down. Copy and paste.
There you go.
But I didn't see, conniving kid,
Yeah.
sneaky. I'd do I'd get like 70% of them right, and purposely get a couple wrong, or purposely leave the answers that I had. I think sometimes I even change my answer to the wrong answer, so it didn't seem too suspicious. And then, sometimes I purposely get a bad grade. And then I try to I think and I was like, I want to get 100 every once in a while. So I get 100 like 2 times a year. But every other time it's like a 98 or something. Nothing like too high. Well, 98 is pretty high.
Yeah.
Yeah, every once in a while I'll get like
it
a
is.
low 70 or something. That my mom have stern talking to me or something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was pretty smart. Emily, yeah, she cheated all the time. I caught her cheating all the time.
I got caught though. I was constantly getting caught, bro.
It ain't that hard. Well, I mean, you didn't have your mom in a whole other room, whole other house, because we would hear the door close. But
Not
sometimes
until the high school.
she'd walk up those steps real slow. She did it on purpose, I don't know. And then open the door while we were fighting, like, trying to do her school. Liars.
Yeah, I think that the last 2 years of high school, I did school out in our building out there.
Yeah.
I walked out there and did school. So at that point,
easier.
I was. But I don't think my mom let me take the answer key
Yeah.
out there.
Yeah. But the thing is, even though I cheated some, which was mainly in math, I think I still learned a lot for the most part. And I did try. I really didn't cheat every day. I just
Yeah.
sometimes dude,
Yeah.
I cannot understand this. I don't get it.
Yeah.
Or I'm like, dude, I really have to go somewhere. I have something to do that day. I need to get done with
I gotta
school.
be done with school.
Yeah. So those days, the worst days of my school career was when I'm doing school and I did it right by the window and I see the school bus from Albert Golden pass by. I'm like, I'm homeschooled and these public schools are already out of school.
Yeah.
So
Well, actually, my last year of school.
you're working a lot?
Yeah, my last year of school, I brought school to work, actually.
I didn't because I worked the afternoons. I did school in the morning, so that was another thing I had to be done, by lunch. And I didn't want to do it when I got home. So if I was running behind, that's what I normally do. But I also didn't have too many subjects my senior year. My mom was a
me
little
either.
lighter on
I
it.
had like 3.
Yeah, so
Homeschool's the way to go, people.
it is. History, science, that was where I excelled. I never really cheated on those. I liked them. I was pretty good at it.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was more fun for me. English, I hate writing things.
Me too.
Every Friday in science, we had to write 200-word essay about something that we learned or whatever, which I hated. 200 words seemed like a lot, and you always be thrown in like so many different adjectives just to make those 200 words go by faster. Like the blue, yellow, turquoise house. I don't know.
That don't make no sense.
They don't.
That's
Yeah,
an
then when I
ugly
got-
color.
Yeah, when I got to college, I had a 500-word essay, and then finally I got to a 1,500-word essay. 500 is not hard, especially because I started doing 200 all the time.
Yeah.
1,500, I don't think I did that great on that paper, but dude, I was working on that for like a solid week or two, trying to get that in. And man, that was one of the hardest papers I ever wrote.
How do you just have to count? How many times? Like, how do you have time?
Well,
It's like 1,500 words.
yeah, well, she wanted it like 12-point font Times New Roman. There's like a format you have to do also, but if you do it in like Word document or whatever, it will count the words for you.
I was thinking on
and if
paper.
and if it doesn't, then you can just like select all and it'll count it. Although when I was in homeschool, when I had to write the 200-word essay all the time every Friday, that was handwritten, and I did have to count it. My mom had to tell us to put how many we put on there, and normally it reached right at 200, and she'd get pretty mad about that. But I would normally go, once I get to 200, I normally try to do one extra sentence. And so, in conclusion, what I learned about I don't know, something, I guess I didn't learn anything, is that this is the best way, and God planned it this way.
Yeah.
Amen.
And I hate school.
Yeah.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you for your time. I'm out.
Yeah. Oh, I hated school so much.
Hated it, wanted to be done, but I do not remember my last day. I do not remember my last day of school.
I don't either. I don't give a crap about my school days.
Nah, they were fun. I mean, especially when you have siblings, it's a little bit more interesting. You never know what's going to happen. I was able to do school with all of my siblings at different times, Jacob graduated when I was barely in school pretty much.
Yeah.
That's probably like 6th grade. And then, Elena, she's on her senior year right now, my youngest sibling.
Pretty crazy.
It's really crazy. So, Yeah, it was always interesting. I could tell you story after story that happened with me and my siblings in
But
that
you
schoolroom, but I won't.
No.
What?
But you won't.
Why not?
I just
Oh.
wanted to say that.
You know, maybe we'll have a special segment when we talk about sibling stories in the schoolroom. I don't know. But not today.
Well, my brother was like my closest brother was like 6 years younger than me. So even when I was
Yeah.
graduating, he was only in 6th grade. Yeah.
Crazy. It's crazy.
Yep.
Man.
He's so much younger than me. But now
He's a junior this year, huh?
yeah, but now like when you would look at us, you wouldn't think so. I don't think you would think we have a big age gap in between us.
No, because he has a freaking beard. I'm over here struggling on mine. Shoot.
Same, bro. Sure.
Like, if I look close in the mirror, like, it kind of looks like he's growing up here. But if I take a picture, you can't tell.
Yeah.
All you see is a mustache and a goatee.
Yeah, that and he's taller than me. So it's
Oh,
like
really?
he's got a beard, he's taller than me. So it doesn't look like there's a big gap in our age now.
Mm-hmm. Y'all don't really look like siblings. You and Bradley. You and Connor do.
Yeah.
But y'all sound the same. As far as
He
demeanor.
sounds like me.
I said y'all
I
sound
was
the same.
First, I
didn't say you sound like
just,
him.
Just making a statement.
I'm making my statement as well.
All right. I'm just saying. For anyone out there, he sounds like me.
For anyone out there, they sound similar. They sound the same.
We don't sound the same.
Steven grew up, listened to what Bradley said, and copied him in every aspect.
Exactly.
So,
Yeah. Ever since Bradley was born,
Yeah.
I was like, take notes.
Connor, I feel like, does have some of y'all's demeanor. I feel like he's almost, in a way, his own person. As far as now, I feel like when he grows up and gets to like Bradley's age, he's going to be more like y'all as well, but we'll see.
Well, he's closer
Did
in
you
age.
just burp?
He's
Did you just burp?
yeah, over there.
You went like that? I literally burped the same time you did. Burp buddies.
Burp
There we go.
buddies. It's this daggum coffee. That's what it is.
It is. Dadgum. See my hat?
Poisoning us. Daggum.
Daggum. That's Mater. I can
That's
tell.
what I was trying to do.
Daggum.
Daggum.
Okay. So, almost a running series we have in the pod.
A running series.
Yeah, I mean, we've done it 2 weeks in a row. This will make 3 because I'm about to mention it. Is our Bible stories.
Bum, bum, bum.
Slash drugs.
Oh, no.
Huh?
Drugs and the Bible?
Yeah, when we done
Oh,
both.
it is.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about.
You think so?
It's drugs in the Bible. It's
Is it?
kind of a drug.
Yeah, I guess it could. I mean,
It's technically.
so last night,
It's not like a.
our pastor, Brother B. Gray, he mentioned he was in what, Revelations 3, I think. I believe that's
Sounds
true.
right.
I did not write notes like he would like me to, but I did
My notepad
make
was
notes
here.
of a study
so.
that I did on it today. Because like I want to have some information, a little bit more than what I feel like I learned necessarily last night. So that way, because I wasn't all there last night because I took a nap before I went to church, so I was like out of it.
There you go.
Anyways, so he was talking about Laodicea. I was going to say Lacedonia. Laodicea. I
Laodicea.
guarantee you I'm pronouncing it wrong. Anyways, he was talking about it in Revelations 3, talking about how, well, Jesus was talking about the churches, and some I think were compliments, but this one in particular, he was saying, do not be like, because they are Christians that are as lukewarm or indifferent kind of water, meaning they are not on fire and they're just basic and just terrible pretty much, right?
Yep.
So he was talking about the
Sorry.
church of Laodicea, that area, which is modern day Latakia, Syria. Search that up for you geologists, right? No, that's still rocks.
I think that's still rocks. I don't remember what it is.
For you people
For
who
you.
like geography,
Yeah. For
you
you.
geographist.
Yeah.
So that's where it's from. Anyways, he was talking about how they were kind of ahead of their times, I guess, and stuff. But they had a eye salve, some type of thing that was for your eyes. It didn't say what it was necessarily for or how it was made, but it was pretty much a miracle sauce for your eyes.
That miracle sauce.
I searched it up, did some research on it. So Laodicea, well, it says eye salve in general is used for dry eyes or eye infection. So I was already
Makes
assuming just anything with your eyes. It says
Makes
Laodicea was a wealthy, affluent city full of industry and trade. Treated eye problems with a special eye salve called Phygane ointment or powder. Right on. So I guess that's what the eye salve was. I don't know. But yeah. And I was looking at Laodicea, and it said Laodicea means lukewarm or indifferent. In the Bible, at least, has those people of that church were called that.
Yes.
So that's the information in which I learned from it. We were talking about it during church, me and Steven. Not like talking a lot during church.
Like we like to do. We like to talk during church.
We like to be
all the time.
troublemakers.
That's us. And
But
we're those back row Baptists.
we really are the back row Baptists on Sunday night.
That's for sure.
But
I'm about that.
He was like, "Yeah, we should talk about that in the pod." I was like, "Dude, we should." So I told him to write it down, and I told myself to research it a little bit.
What happened was when Bro Dre was talking about it, he was talking about how it's never been able to be replicated, and many people have tried to what's the brother Dre?
Oh.
So many people have tried to replicate it and figure out, and no one can figure it out. He's like, it's just like a secret salve. So then I wrote down the secret of the salve, and I was like, bro, that's our next movie.
Yeah,
that's what you said to write down.
Yeah, and that's what we were doing. So our next Bible movie, Secret of the Salve.
Secret of the salve.
Is it some ointment, or is it actually a form of CBD that can be used in a healthy way? So it's so is it a drug? What is it?
A salve?
And that's what this movie is going to be, almost like a documentary style, you know?
Yes, mockumentary style.
Mockumentary. And it's going to be awesome.
Yes. We're going to have... It's actually going to be a sequel to Dawn Verdine. We'll get Sam Rockwell back to go and find the secret salve.
Secret salve.
Secret
so
salve.
it's gonna be epic.
The other guy back too. What was his name? Bartholomew or something?
Something like that. But so it's gonna be our own universe, man. We're gonna have all these movies, and you know how Marvel, they do Iron Man, Spider-Man, Captain America, the characters you know, and then they throw one in there like Guardians of the Galaxy. You don't know any of them, but now you know them, and that's what Secret of the Salve is gonna be. You're gonna be like, what is this movie? But I know these people, they make great movies, let me check it out. And they're like, oh, this is a part of the universe, it's canon.
This is canon to the Bible.
Yeah. It's a part of the canon.
There you go.
Amen. Amen.
I was drinking my coffee.
You have one job. I don't even ask you to talk. I just put a microphone there just to make you feel better.
Do me a favor, please.
Yeah, for you.
Oh,
Gosh,
no.
dang.
Get out of here, man.
Come on, son. Come on, son.
Couldn't do this thing without me.
Man. Okay. Local news.
We didn't get our new sounds like we said we were going to last week.
We trash.
We trash.
We crappers. Oh, you have local news?
I do. Not really news.
Ah.
But I was going to talk about the party last night. Over
Whoop,
at,
whoop, 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 whoop. There was a bajillion youth.
over at the Bro Kev.
Bro Kev, you
Friend of the pod.
Pate.
Mhm.
Huh?
You said Bro Kev, and I said friend of the pod.
Oh. For sure. On God.
Yep.
Yeah, so it was pretty epic. We thought about not going, but I'm so glad we did, man, because it was off the hook, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Highway High was there, and
Low key.
that's almost facts, but we weren't the ones presenting
Nope.
or representing.
What happened was there was a big youth get together last night. We were there.
Mhm.
We were there as what is that word? It's not a chaperone. It's
Counselors.
a counselor. There we go.
In case someone need to talk about the gospel. There we go.
So there was burgers last night and
Yep.
pizza.
Mhm.
There was trampolines. There was volleyball nets.
Fire. Hey.
And then just friends, you know.
There were
good old
friends.
Christian fellowship.
And it was great. We got to reunite on the trampoline with one of our best buds back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
Especially
It's a
back
good
in the
time.
day.
It was a good time.
Mackenzie, Emma. We were all three jumping. It was pretty funny. Like, who would have thought? You know, back in the
would've
day,
thought?
we would have thought that we'd be
Not me.
jumping. Not me.
Not me.
Not me. And it was fun.
It was.
There's a lot.
Yeah.
A lot of people there.
Tons of kids. Like, how much you guess? Like 50 something?
No.
More?
More.
Really?
Yes.
Like 60 something?
I'm thinking 200.
Heck no, bro.
Heck nah. Heck nah.
There's not 200 people there.
I'm
last
having to
night.
do your sound bites for you. No, there wasn't 200. They're my, I don't know. As far as, dude, all I'm saying is it looked like a wall of cockroaches. How many kids there were.
Yep.
I'm going to move my chair around and see if this works.
All right.
I'm getting uncomfortable.
Yeah. There were some kids, though, that weren't from the youth group, like our normal youth group.
Yeah, they ain't regulars. You know what I
They
mean?
ain't regulars.
Yeah.
Some of them ain't know the rules.
They ain't know how to work around here.
They didn't know the rules.
They ain't no smooching.
There's no sneaking off to your car and smooching at a youth party.
Ain't no singing off to your car doing whatever you're going to do, drugs or whatever.
Whatever you gonna do. Yep. And then just some other stuff going on. Sneaking off. Trying to sneak off. And guess what? Mr. Davis said no, sir.
No, sir. Or no, ma'am.
Daniel.
It could be either.
It could be either. We don't know.
Man or woman. We don't
sure.
know for sure.
So, Mr. Daniel Davis, also a friend of the pod,
Yeah.
went over there and
Yeah. He
settled
was a
things.
representative.
Yeah, you were talking about knocking on the window with the buggies last night. That's what they had to do. What? Were you talking about?
Oh,
Someone's
yeah,
knocking on
yeah, yeah. Maybe that was Daniel, and I didn't know who Daniel was at the time. Well, I did, but not really well.
I think it was Daniel and Jay. They went over there and was like, what's going on in there? Jay's like, what's up, boys? What y'all doing in there? You know, but I don't think it was boys.
Oh, that's true. Or girls. We
We
don't
don't
know.
know.
For sure.
Anyways.
So, yeah, it was a good old time. Not going to
It was a
lie.
good old time.
Not going to lie. My only local news is I was on a short vacation for the weekend. I saw Jessie was gone for the whole week in North Carolina. I think we mentioned that.
Oh, yeah, we did.
She got back, but the day she got back is the day I left to go to Oklahoma for a little guys trip, riding some side-by-sides.
Mm-hmm.
And I drank water. Straight up.
There you go.
I would not speak on behalf of everybody else, but I drink water. On the record, Mom.
I ain't calling you a truther.
On the record, Dad.
I'm joking.
But it was fun. My side-by-side didn't break. There's a couple of the side-by-sides that did. But it was a good old time. I was only told to bring steak, and so that's what I brought, and that's all I ate.
Hmm.
It was rough, man.
It's tough.
It wasn't tough. It was medium rare.
Oh, there you go.
There you go.
Then you know how to cook it then.
Yeah, I know how to cook. And, dude, I didn't even use a fork or a knife. I literally just wait for that thing to cool down, just like a dang.
Like a daggone Alex the Lion from Madagascar. There you go.
Sam Marty.
I understood that reference.
Hey,
I
there
forgot
you
about
go.
that one.
Woo! You
Come
getting
on.
good. You getting fancy, bro.
Hey.
Yeah. Oh. You have any local news, bro?
Any more local news?
Heck nah. Nah, that's
Do me
nasty.
a favor, please. Get out of here.
I've been told to get out of here like 5 times.
Yeah, man.
It's my house. You said you didn't know?
No.
Man, alright. What? Is it entertainment that's next?
Work stories.
Oh, crap. I'm sure. I'm sure I do. But I can just think. We had a few cuts this week, so I had to work a little late. But other than that,
You got a few
couldn't
cuts?
think.
Oh my gosh.
No. Cuts as in like fiber cuts. Someone was digging and broke a fiber line, so we had to like repair that.
I thought I'd show you. Man, I got a piece of hay went into my
I
hand.
did
the
get
other
some
day.
cuts, and I don't know how I got them.
That alfalfa be sharp, bro. It just like sticks in you. You gotta be wearing gloves. See that? You know how long it's gonna take that to heal? Probably
Bro.
tomorrow morning.
Yeah, you freaking big old baby.
Wah.
Wham! We need that.
Isn't that
Where's
from
that
like
from?
Shrek?
Is it? Wham!
Wah. I want to say it's in a Shrek or something.
It's
It's like a baby.
something. We should look it up in a little bit.
Wah.
Wah. There's wah. So you got any work stories, man?
Not really. Just
No?
today, my boss brought his grandson back from lunch.
Mm.
He's like 4, so he stayed with us all day. It's pretty fun. Teaching him the ways of the feed stove.
He said, "I'm coming for your job, Steven."
That's alright. It'll be a while before you take my job. He said
There you go.
he did a. It's funny. Like anytime a customer would walk in, he like, "Hello, customer." He would like yell at him.
Hey, that's a good advertising,
That's
man.
good. And then if he was outside, he would like come running in. He's like, "We got a customer coming up." It was so funny. Funny kid.
It's like Zeke, his age.
Yeah.
Wild kid.
3, 4. Yeah.
Yeah. Man.
Fun time.
Hmm. Man. Is it entertainment yet?
No music.
Okay, I gotta get on my phone for this. So, on my trip, my very educational trip, I heard 2 songs. There's a song I heard from one of my brothers, and a song I heard from one of my other brothers. You can guess which one. This one's explicit. It's called
Jacob.
New.
Adrian.
I had 2 brothers that went.
Yeah. I just named them both.
Huh?
I just named them both.
So which one do you think did this one? I just said the name and it was explicit. I didn't say the name. It's explicit. It's called New VIP.
Adrian.
Yes. I just like the beat of it. It cusses a butt ton, and I wouldn't actually recommend someone listen to it, so I would not recommend you putting it on the playlist.
Okay.
But I mean, it had a really dope beat.
There you go.
Really enjoyed that.
Anyways, while you're on like side by side, you don't really hear the lyrics anyway, right?
No,
It's just
but they make up for it. Whoever's on the side by side, they're gonna be screaming the lyrics.
Oh.
The other one I heard, and I've heard this song before, but I guess I knew who the artist was, kinda, but like, I never really put much thought into it. But I've heard it like once, so I don't know. But it's a really good song. But it's called "Hurt"
Johnny Cash.
by Johnny Cash.
There we go. I heard myself today.
It's just so good. The build up to it. Johnny Cash is great, and Brother Gordon from Church sounds just like him, in my opinion. His
Sounds a lot
voice.
like him. You need to rewatch the trailer for Logan then, if you just started appreciating that song.
Is that what it's from?
Yeah. It's
I
like
mean,
the first I don't know, the first shot is like
maybe
him
the
like
first
hurting
time I
himself.
actually really heard it then.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
'Cause that's
Jacob,
like almost like
Jake's
a
on the
western.
show me that one.
They kind of play that movie as like a westernish, don't they? Like almost like a dark western. Logan,
Logan?
isn't it like kind of westernish?
He's in the woods.
Man, I have not seen the movie since.
Since we watched it in theaters with
Since-
Jacob in a tiny
No,
theater.
no, that was Wolverine. Logan's the rated R one.
We watched that with Jacob.
No.
Logan?
We weren't old enough.
Oh, we did. The one we watched in Greenville was the one he's like in Japan.
Yeah. Yeah, Logan. We had a.
Oh yeah, it is
Yeah.
Western because he's like in that like oil field place or something.
Yeah. And he's like a cab driver at the beginning of the
Yeah, yeah. Could we talk about that the other
movie. Yeah, we
day?
did. Yeah, we did. Yeah. That's a good movie.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
should watch it again. I probably will soon since
Mhm,
I'm watching all this X-Men stuff.
Yeah. So yeah, I only had 2 songs, man.
No, I got the one. It's called
By Halsey.
No Halsey.
Oh.
I ain't had a. I wish she needs to find some more music. La Di Da is the name of the song. That's some fire right there, bro. By Avery Anna. Where was he?
Did
She
you
put out
get
her EP.
Avery what?
Avery Anna.
Avery Anna. For the people that can't understand Stephen when he's quiet.
Don't be quiet.
I will
You were-
punch you. No, I already stopped. I stopped. Bro.
Surfs up. You
Good boy, son.
know what I'm talking about? Like, stop that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the song. It's fire.
Yeah.
It's just about her having a good day. People trying to like rain on her parade.
La-di-da,
But
da-da-di-da.
I'm just gonna sing La Di Da and have myself a good old time. I don't remember the lyrics. Let's do it like once this week.
You
And I
don't
was
remember
like,
the chorus?
That was fire.
Was it not like La Di Da?
She says La Di Da in it.
I just feel like la di da, la di da,
Something about the sun shining
La-di-da.
in my ripped jeans. My knees can feel the breeze or something.
Sun shining in my ripped jeans.
Oh, she said my sun shining in. I said and. Something about ripped jeans.
Huh.
Because my knees can feel the breeze or something like that. I don't know.
Interesting.
Good feel good song though.
Yeah.
You want to talk about some entertainment?
Hey man,
Or-
entertainment. All right. No, not really. That was the first thing on my list. So everybody's talking about Dahmer.
Oh yeah.
I've heard positive
Are
and
they?
negative things about it, right? So on my way to Oklahoma, I said, hey, well, I have a little bit extra time. I'm
Yeah.
going to start it. So I watched the first episode, and there's only like 8 of them. And I stopped watching it.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was a little too much for me.
Yeah. It's pretty intense.
And I was like kind of skipping through a lot of it already because it's just a little bit too intense for me. And I got to the end. I said, I don't think I like this. And I took it off my list.
You drop it.
I took it off my recently watched.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not going to finish it.
Forget about it.
Forget about it. Forgive me, Lord. And yeah, so I'm done watching that show.
I know Daniel watched it.
Really?
Yeah, I think
I read some
Joseph
things.
Perry watched it.
Really? Not
Joseph-
surprising. That's surprising. I read some things that is almost like demonic too, and it's letting demons in your house, which I don't necessarily believe that. I do think it's not a great show, but like at the same time, I respect the idea of them showing like his life, I guess, or like his story. Which, like I said, I only watched one episode, but like doing that at the same time, I almost hate that they do this, like they did for Ted Bundy.
Mhm.
Like almost praising in a way these mass murderers, serial killers that just did despicable things. So I almost hate that they do that because in a way it might be encouraging the next Ted Bundy, the next Jeffrey Dahmer.
Yep.
I'm
why,
not one to necessarily speak on it.
that's why my mom doesn't like The Dark Knight. She said The Dark Knight was too realistic, and that's movies like that are the reason things happen.
Well, I mean, when Dark Knight Rises came out, someone dressed as the Joker and,
Yeah.
and shot up a theater. So yeah, it is, and it's intense. Although I think that's a great movie.
Yeah.
But like to me, this is almost different because I feel like it's praising them and like
There's like
almost
that,
encouraging.
that line in Death Has Died by Annie Mineo. There's something about that. It's like, is it the movies we make, the video games? I
Mhm.
don't know. Or something like that.
Yeah, as in video games, they're so dark.
Crazy
I don't
violent.
play them, so I don't know. But yeah, man, I don't really enjoy the fact of that. But it's just crazy, and like I said, I didn't watch the whole show, but like the fact that they get away with so many things before they finally get caught about it. And I think the craziest thing about this story is the fact that there's like neighbors that called it in and knew, and nobody did anything. They didn't
Mhm.
believe him or whatever. So it gets intense, but like I said, I couldn't watch it, couldn't finish it. Some shows are just too much like kind of like I was watching Bates Motel at one point, and I was getting into it, and I was like season 3 in or something. There's a super weird scene that happened, and it grossed me out. I was like, dude, I want to finish the show, but like that's just crossed the line for me. I'm done. And so I haven't finished it. I would like to, but I'm not going to. I don't think. So it was just weird, man. So
Yeah, I heard Evan Peters is getting a lot of praise though.
is he the main
He's-
actor? The one that's in The Good Doctor and stuff?
Yeah. No. It's Quicksilver.
Oh, you're talking about Dahmer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, I mean, I enjoyed his acting.
Yeah.
No
That's
doubt.
what they're
I-
saying. He's
yeah,
like crazy good at
I
it.
can respect a good actor. But like, you know, I discussed that I wouldn't mind being like someone that's kind of psychotic in a movie or something, and someone that's like really happy and have a good time. Like I would like to do the different levels of acting roles or whatever and stuff. But if I was an actor, I would not want to be someone that's that dark and despicable, because almost like for the Joker, people that get too much into their role, it's not a good thing. And I mean, I would hope that whoever plays a role like that wouldn't become, you know, a pedophile or whatever.
Yeah.
But like, I don't even want to put myself in the position to play someone that's like that. At least I wouldn't mind playing like a serial killer, just in general, just killing someone or whatever, or just like a villain in like a superhero movie. Because depends on if it's rated PG-13, you're not going to do anything too crazy, anyways. But you can just
Too
act
crazy.
psychotic at least and yell or whatever. But that's too far for me, way too far for me.
Yeah. You want to be the super villain in a movie against The Rock?
I mean, I wouldn't if it's The Rock. Just being in the same room as The Rock, that's awesome.
Yeah. But you'd go down fast.
No, I wouldn't.
He'd be like, and then you'd be like,
Ooh. The Rock or the Boulder Smolder.
Boulder.
Is that what they call it?
Dr.
Smolder Boulder?
Something, yeah. On Jumanji, or something.
They call it the Smolder, I know that.
Something, Bravestone, isn't it?
Yeah, Dr. Bravestone?
Dr. Smolder Bravestone, maybe, or something.
Maybe.
I don't know. He's funny in those movies.
But the Boulder? Smolder?
Boulder. That's
I just
actually,
think that makes sense because he's the Rock and a Boulder. I've trademarked that right now.
No, you gotta listen to what I'm saying. in Avatar: The Last Airbender, the series, there's a character that is like a wrestler. His name is the Boulder, and they riffed him from The Rock. Like they wanted
Really?
The Rock to play him in the cartoon, and I don't know if they ever contacted him.
Eventually,
He's
he
like,
will.
I am the Boulder. And it's like, and it's really funny. But now they're making the live action show on Netflix. So everyone's hoping, maybe The Rock will be him because like
funny.
they literally they molded him after The Rock, so he should lean into that. You know?
Interesting. My other thing I watched
We do
was
not care.
Scarface.
Mm-hmm.
I think I was telling you last week that I tried starting it. I ended up finishing it. I don't want to seem rude, but I didn't love it. Like it got pretty intense, and the intense scenes are really cool and interesting. But yeah, I don't know. I don't understand where all the hype really is from it.
I don't think I like those type of like gangster movies. I just don't think.
Oh,
I
I love gangster movies, but I don't even know if I really call it a gangster movie. I mean, he was a drug lord, but like, I don't know. It's kind of got annoying, but Al Pacino, he's a great actor. I respect that, but
Yeah,
I just love the movie.
The Godfathers, like
I
don't
wanna
know,
watch
they
those.
just don't interest me. Like I know they're supposed to be like the best, whatever, but I'm like I just don't care though. I don't know.
And yeah, that's fine, man.
There's some though, like I don't know.
I respect you having horrible taste. It's okay.
Yeah, that's good. It's all good. But there's some like I watched The Departed, which is like it's almost like a cop movie though too.
That one that's great movie.
It's great.
One of my all-time favorites for sure.
Yep. I think we've already talked about it on here. I don't know, but dude,
Yeah.
that headshot, the last headshot. Oh my gosh, bro.
Get to.
So good.
Get to. What do you got?
I promise you I am not the werewolf.
When did that come out?
Friday.
Friday, and it is.
Werewolf by Night.
I just
The
I knew
Marvel
what it was.
Studios presentation. Their
Yeah.
first special presentation.
How long was it?
50 minutes.
Oh.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Like, that's pretty good length. Yeah, it was fun to watch. Yeah,
Really?
I've seen it twice already. Yeah, I really liked it.
Obviously,
It was like
I need to watch it.
they totally leaned into like the old horror vibe,
Mm-hmm.
and I thought the actor, the main dude, was really good. It's really interesting. I don't know.
Was there any famous actors
New-
or actresses?
I don't think I knew anybody in it.
Really?
Yeah.
And was it actually scary, or
No,
it was more like the Twilight Zone scary?
I don't know.
Maybe
I've
seen
never
Twilight
seen
Zone.
Twilight Zone.
Some of them were kind of scary, but like most of them just like
It's not
kinda
really
cheesy
like
for me.
I don't know. There's like one or two jump scares. Like I feel like the first one I jumped just because like okay, I jumped, now I'm good. You know.
Get that jump out of me.
Yeah,
I'm
you just
good to
get that-
go.
Get that jump out of the way. But yeah, it's not really scary. It's more of like a mystery type thing.
Interesting.
Yeah, they don't really tell you a
You
lot.
have to like figure out who the werewolf is or something.
They kind of play it like that. Like it's like a like in the trailer they don't tell you much, but all it is it's like some monster hunters that are gathering together, and they kind of throw them in this thing like a Hunger Games type style to see like the best to see who the best monster hunter is.
It's pretty cool.
And but they're in there to see who the best monster hunter is because there's also a monster in there with them somewhere. So they're like whoever survives and kills the monster is the best. So pretty interesting.
Yeah, I'll probably watch it maybe sometime this week.
Yeah.
So
I mean, like, it's getting, like, crazy glorified. Like, oh, this is the best thing Marvel's done in, like, ever. Or, like, since Endgame. And it's like, I mean, recently, Marvel hasn't been, like, putting out the best stuff. So, like, recently, it's probably the best thing they've done. But, like, unless you're kind of She-Hulk, I've really enjoyed She-Hulk.
I did not like the last episode.
With Daredevil?
I'm sorry, I didn't. Him in general, like just having him was awesome. but the whole romance to them was stupid.
What?
I thought it was so stupid.
How?
It just why?
What do you mean, why?
It just didn't make any sense to me.
Well, how did it not make sense?
I don't even know how to explain it, but it was one of the stupidest things they could have done, I thought.
He bought her a drink, and it worked.
I don't know. It was just so cheesy or something. I don't know. Like, oh yeah, we're both superheroes. Okay, let's sleep together.
I don't think that's what happened.
That's just weird.
Superheroes.
And then, like, I thought he was trying to protect his identity, and then he, like, does a walk of shame, and doesn't have his mask on, and has his whole suit on. No, he didn't.
He didn't have his shoes on. He had his mask on.
I don't think he had his mask on.
Bro, I promise you.
Dude,
right
I'm
freaking
almost
now.
positive that he didn't.
Look that crap up.
I'm gonna look that crap up.
He
Even if I'm wrong, I don't care. That's just stupid.
Bro, that was one of the funniest scenes in the whole episode. When
I
don't understand why he didn't put his shoes on. I mean, it's stupid. I agree.
Yeah,
that's just put your shoes on. There's no need to do the walk of shame, bro. You was just with the She-Hulk. Come on now.
I don't know. The show started off good. I just don't understand the show. Like, I don't know. The villain or whatever this episode was kind of funny.
The leapfrog guy.
The leapfrog.
He reminded me of Vigilante from Peacemaker.
Really?
But you haven't seen Peacemaker, have you?
No. Let's see if I can find this crap real fast. No, missed it.
Nah, dude. That episode was fire.
Where?
Also, the yellow and red suit was dope. And when they introduced him, they played the...
I like the other suit better, and it was cool when
yes.
they did the theme song or whatever.
It's like,
I'm pretty sure you're right. He does have the mask on. Let's see.
Oh, bro.
Let's see.
About
He does, but still, this is like
He
stupid. He just came out of her house and like, I don't know, man.
Ain't nothing
like,
allude to that being Matt Murdock.
Huh?
Nothing about that alludes to him being, because he doesn't have his cane. He's just walking. Ain't nobody know he blind.
I don't know. It was just...
The one thing I thought was dumb was that his helmet just pops off when she picked him up. She's like a Lego piece.
But she was also like super strong, so I never know.
Yeah, I don't know. It's true.
And she just like went straight up to him to like unmask him. Like normally there's a lot more struggle to that, even if it is a superhero or supervillain for his case.
Well, he doesn't have powers. What can he do? She's
Fighter?
like a Hulk. Yeah, but he already like she clapped him.
Yeah,
literally.
Is there not an episode in Daredevil when they try to take off his mask and he does some freaking Daredevil thing?
Not a Hulk.
So there's still like people that have superpowers are really strong people.
Like the Kingpin.
Like the Kingpin.
I don't know if the Kingpin
survived arrows and everything else.
I don't think the Kingpin ever tried to unmask him. I don't think he cares.
No.
The one time I can think of when he fights the Kingpin, like the one thing that's coming to my mind, he's not even wearing the mask. He's wearing like the bandana thing.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like really tight. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Just She-Hulk kind of started off good, and I'm just like not really understanding the point of it. I get it's like more of a fun show, but
I don't really know if there's supposed to be a point to it.
You would think there would be.
I mean, it's just a sitcom.
Superhero movie.
It's just a sitcom.
I don't know, man.
They did announce that the Sokovia Accords were repealed, though, so that's kind of crazy.
I noticed that.
They're saying that, or I watched the video today. They were saying that could be the next Civil War, because he was obviously like against it, and she seemed like she didn't care. It's like them two, like they're already at odds against it. It's like you said, they're gonna
have a Daredevil Hulk baby though now.
I don't think so.
How do you know?
Hasn't
been 9 months since yet. You gotta wait.
I don't think so. A Daredevil Hulk baby. It's like a Hulk gets blind. Wah.
Terrible.
I think the Hulk's coming back for the next episode, though.
Really?
Mark Ruffalo.
Is that the last episode?
Mm-hmm.
See,
she said that in the thing. She's like, "Wait, it's next week to film."
Yeah.
And then she like hulked out there at the end.
Mm-hmm.
The Hulk's like, "All right, I gotta go stop this crap."
Yeah, that was another thing. Like the people like trying to exploit her for like sleeping with the dude. I'm like, okay.
It's like he's the one that was recording it.
Well, yeah, he was.
I don't
recording
know what she did that was bad.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Okay, well, as a Christian, you probably shouldn't be sleeping with people. But like at the same time, I'm just thinking like, whoa, voice crack. She's so terrible. Like everybody's probably like, I did that. You know, like they shouldn't be thinking anything crazy.
Yeah, I didn't get that.
Yeah,
either. Like, what are they trying to say?
Yeah. She's not who you think she is. She sleeps with people. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
It's pretty cool though. Like
Yeah.
trying to expose him, like Riddler style
Yeah.
or Mysterio style, whatever.
Whatever
But,
style. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, we're at an hour and 5 minutes. And look at this. My computer hadn't even, well, it's almost dead. 13. That's no
So, recap. You're wrong. That was like one of the best episodes of She-Hulk they put out.
Recap. You're wrong. It was.
Comment.
I don't know, man. I just feel like it was
so,
like
I don't know,
too much
the way he
hype
moved
for how
around
it
and
was.
everything. Like he was so agile. Like he didn't move like that in the Netflix series. He was all more
I
bulky.
didn't enjoy that either. Like there's a time he jumped off the building. He did like some flips. That looked pretty fake. Other than that, everything else looked real.
Bro, you oughta like look at a Daredevil comic and see all the flipping he does.
I'm just saying it looks CGI and fake.
Oh well, yeah.
That's freaking Marvel, and they're freaking.
Yeah, but apparently they come to a new
Agreements.
deal with all that. Yeah,
They're trying to.
apparently they better. If they're gonna put out 2 Avengers movies in 1 year.
I don't know, man. I don't know. You have any entertainment?
Yeah, Werewolf by Night. That's what started all this.
Okay. I didn't know
I think that's
other.
it.
Okay.
I think that's it.
I'm gonna go and mosey on and just get to it.
You can just get to it.
Yeah, just like the next segments, and then probably end it. I guess.
Yeah.
No one wants to hear your facial hair, man.
Like a cat.
What's it called? What is next? Hexnals or
Yeah.
Reflect.
Reflect and deflect, I think. Oh.
Huh?
Well, did you hear that? I sound like I got loud there for a second. Just gotta find the spot.
right?
Hello.
Well, if you talk like right here, like I am, I guarantee you'd be louder.
But this is you though. You're over here, and your thing's right here, and you're still loud. Though.
No, listen. I'm telling you, I am a louder person than you.
Well, then be quiet.
I can't. Okay, could you be quiet? Breaking everybody's eardrums. Okay, so we're gonna practice real fast. Now talk right here.
Talk right here.
Now you sound beautiful. Don't blush.
Fuck you.
Yeah, see,
Okay,
see you're right here,
bullshit.
and you're by the mic, and everything's all good. Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
I cannot think right now of anything to deflect on.
You said the last episode of Daredevil sucked.
Nah, see, I knew you were gonna say that crap. Nah.
You should.
Now maybe you should reflect. I'm not respecting my opinion, bruh.
I'm just saying. You're the only person I've heard talk crap about it.
How many people you talk to? Cole, Josh,
You know, but I've been on Twitter like 6 days since.
Twitter, man.
Ain't nobody on Twitter hating. Some people on Twitter hate.
There you
But I
go.
don't listen to them. So I'm not listening.
You don't take critics. Not people that praise it. Okay, that's understandable.
One thing though that I did criticize, even in my reaction, you'll tell, is that he let his British accent slide once. Like he had to say a full sentence in British, and I was like, that was weird.
Huh.
He said something like, what did he say?
That's just lazy writing.
Follow me. Like, come on, follow me. Something like that. I was like, come on, follow me. I was like, what?
Nice. Heck no.
Heck no.
Was Daredevil trash?
Heck nah.
Is Daredevil not trash?
Heck nah. Amen.
I don't know.
I did a double negative.
It was.
That means he's trash.
Then
Why
why'd you
not?
say heck no? I was countering your heck no with an amen.
No, yeah. I don't have.
Do you try and replicate the salve from the Bible where there's clearly no instructions?
Right?
nah.
I looked it up too, and it's like recipe for the secret salve. I'm like, let me see what they got on this. Ain't nothing. They ain't know what they're talking about.
Funny.
It's for my glaucoma.
Kids, do you cheat in school?
Heck nah.
All right.
Do you run around back and smooching and all that at Bro Kev's house?
Heck nah.
You don't do that crap.
Nah, fam.
Nah.
Nah, fam.
And that's all I got, man.
That's all you got?
That's all I got.
That's all I got too.
Okay. Dadgum, Billy. What was that for?
You said "dadgum Billy" at me.
Well, it wasn't a rude statement to you. You were
Offense.
so
I took offense to it.
You know what? I'm done with this episode.
You know what?
We're
Here we
done.
go. Here
I'm
we go.
done talking
You know what?
to you.
I'm just gonna hit
You're
this.
fine. Gonzalez
Galyean
out.